as much as possible. Just basically, I'm gonna be stuck in this house, which, if you've watched the last video, the house tour, I'll be stuck in this house until 24th of November. I mean December, not November. I'm going back in time. I'm going to be stuck in this house till December 24th because another kid in my school's tested positive. And I'm honestly just, if the insanity doesn't kill me, I'm sure the chores will, because I've been doing chores like mad. Like, I've been doing all the house chores to the point where the house is that clean, it smells, it's that clean. And I'm not joking. The house it smells that clean. Because I've been cleaning it that much. Like, there's a cabinet that's sat like directly opposite me. Like, you can see it there. I've actually moved that out and cleaned at the back. You should have seen the amount of dirt build up there was. And the only reason why I'm not showing you the TV is because I've got like a song playing in the background, if you can hear what song's playing in the background. Like, currently, it came here for Love Song. And anyway, there's another cabinet in here, which I can't be bothered showing you, but you'll have seen it in my videos. And I've actually managed to move that. Like, keep in mind, the one that I've just shown you, that were a nightmare to move because it took two full-grown men, to move it in there, and then they still had to maneuver it. So keep in mind that I've been able to move it, like pull it out at one end, quickly cleaned at the back of it, then managed to maneuver it back into position by myself. That's a bit of an accomplishment, if I don't say so myself. And as I was saying about that other cabinet, I've managed to move it out. You should have seen the amount of dust on the skirting board. I wish I'd have gotten a picture, but I didn't. I've also dusted at the top of my wardrobe. You should have seen it. Like, as soon as I'd finished, I was using like a small handheld vacuum, if you know what I'm talking about, and I had to empty it about 3 times just to ensure it were all just to make sure I got all the dust. It was literally, there was that much, because the top of my wardrobe's quite big, like space-wise it's quite big, and keep in mind, there were also electricals stacked on it, there were a TV on there. Well, there is a TV on there. And keep in mind, there was dust underneath that. In most of the places, the dust were anywhere up to an inch thick. Sometimes, in one or two places, thicker than an inch. So it took me about half an hour, it took me like 2 hours and 2 charges on the little handheld vacuum to fully clear it. And whilst I was waiting for it to charge, I was doing like other cleaning, like going through some of the stuff under my bed, which were a nightmare. But I feel like I'm starting to drag on about cleaning, and I'm sure none of you want to hear about cleaning. Also today, I've been into the garden to check on some of my plants, which I planted a couple of months back, but I hadn't quite fully covered them up. And yesterday I've covered them up, and then I've realised I shouldn't have covered them up the way I did, so I've had to go and sort them out, which were alright, because I just put on some shoes and a coat and went out into the garden. And anyway, I feel like I'm dragging it on way more than I should, so I'm just going to end it here. So, hope you've enjoyed this little update on my very hectic life. If you've liked this video and want to see more, please subscribe. and I'm sure you all know the rest by now.